Well, I just recently was talking on the podcast about seeing a female doctor for the first time, and it was really awkward. She didn't see any of my bits and pieces, but it was weird for me. I don't normally see a female doctor.
No.
I prefer a male one. And Thor says he doesn't care. His doctor, his primary is a female.
Yeah.
And he's got all those, wacky bald issues.
That weird bald.
Got a urologist
They
appointment.
flap him around and stuff like that.
Oh, they
It's
flap them?
Yeah, I think so.
No way.
I got a
They bat him about.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
I got a urologist appointment next Tuesday.
Oh.
So I don't know the doctor, but it could be a male or a female.
You don't even know.
Doesn't matter
That's
to me.
wild.
Dr. Volta.
Who could that
That's
be?
his name?
I have no idea.
Her name?
Her name?
We don't know.
Could be.
We don't know.
We don't.
Could be.
Wow.
So, so Thor says he doesn't care. Emily said she didn't care whether she had a guy or a girl. Well, this is interesting that this came up because Emily had to go to the doctor yesterday for a tit issue.
What?
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part. Looking for the after party with it going. The show's after show starts now.
Talking chi-chis, guy.
Is that the clinical term, a tit issue?
I said chi-chis.
Okay. Chi-chis. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the technical.
That's what I said when I called to make the appointment.
I have a chi-chi issue.
I have a chi-chi issue.
Can you
Can
check
you
me out?
check out my chi-chi?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that led into the whole conversation of Thor saying that there had to be somebody in the same room when they were looking at you, like you had to have a male.
Yeah,
in there.
I didn't.
You didn't
so
request
the
it or anything
female
like that?
doctor, it was the nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
And she said, hey, I got to check this, but I'm going to have a guy come in and just to make sure. I'm like, all right. I was like, okay. And then he was stood behind a curtain. And then now, was it for her or me?
I don't know.
I think both.
I don't know.
I think it's just protecting the hospital.
Like,
Yeah.
I have no Justin Tucker thing going on here.
We don't know.
Like, I got
We don't know
We
that.
don't know.
We
I
don't
mean,
know
that'd be
that.
wild.
You seem to have a lot of ball issues.
I mean, I do.
Always
maybe-
wanting people to check their
I don't know.
balls.
I mean,
that might be your fetish.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
So,
Right.
so yeah, that
You're
happened.
intentionally hitting your balls with a hammer.
Just to
and
get in there more.
Make them
Oh,
swollen.
God.
Check it.
This one's swollen. I don't know why.
Yeah. Stop hitting it with a
I
hammer,
do know,
sir.
Why
I
is
do
there
know
a
why. It's called
hammer mark on
it's
it?
called the varicose
here we
seal.
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
It hurts. It's very painful.
Okay. So Emily had a little bit of an issue as well.
Varicose seal?
Oh.
I
No,
don't.
varicose
I
seal.
don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Do we
I
have
hope
those
not.
in our
I
boobs?
feel like I'm an expert with titties, but maybe not.
Oh, did you examine?
Well, I told her I'd look at it
Oh,
for
that's
her.
nice.
She declined, which I think is weird. But it's fine.
Wow.
Go to some, other person, I guess.
Wow.
What's going on with the boobs?
Like 2 weeks ago, I noticed on my left breast, my left chi-chi, right on my nipple. This is the bad nipple, by the way. This is the
I
inverted
hate that
nipple.
one.
The hider.
This is the inverted nipple.
I
the
hate
hider.
that one.
Yeah.
So shy.
She'll come out. I just had to tweak it a little bit and pinch it, and then she stays out for a few minutes.
Only a few minutes?
Yeah, but then if I'm excited or cold, once I've got it out, she'll stay out.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll stay out.
Okay.
However you want to put it.
Okay, yeah.
So like, it's not the end of the world if I'm hooking up because
You can prep it.
Well, so like, and also what I have to do is before I know my top's gonna come off, I'll have to tweak it ahead of time so that
you're ready.
it's not seen, right?
Happen often.
Yeah.
It's not seen. It's just always constantly in there.
But-
And then
but-
I do it like when I'm in the shower, I'll make it come out just because I like looking at them when they're ready. They look pretty.
What in
I
the
like to-
fuck?
Or in the mirror, if I'm looking at myself naked, I'll make it come out because it looks funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more aesthetically.
I don't know what you
Wow.
mean.
It's
I
more
get that.
I don't know
aesthetically
what you
pleasing.
For you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And so
Yeah,
anyway,
a hard nipple's better than a soft nipple.
absolutely.
I agree with you. There.
Well, especially
100%.
if you got one innie,
Oh,
one
that's sad.
outie.
Yeah.
That must
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
be
it's like
weird
an
to look
innie and
at.
an outie.
Yeah,
Yuck.
Exactly.
weird to look
You
at.
don't need to say yuck. I
Sorry.
figured it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
She's
We
got
got
a
the tweakers.
system.
You're
But-
a tweaker.
My innie nippy is not the problem here.
Oh, good.
That's not the problem.
Okay.
But it's right next to the inner nippy that I just was feeling around. I give myself breast exams all the time
Just because you like feeling your tits.
just because I like feeling my tits, but I'm also like kind of freaked out, obviously, like every woman is, that there's going to be something wrong with them.
Though?
Like a couple times a week, I'll just sit there.
Oh,
and, like,
wow.
go like
That's-
this
Didn't you
with
just
fingers.
get a mammogram?
I just got because they found something in my right breast, but
Oh,
it was an ultrasound, and it's just
Nothing.
the way my breast tissue is.
Yeah.
It looks funny on that side.
Yeah. It was probably, you had 2 tit jobs too, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if
7.
that's
No, 3
Chi-chi
surgeries.
jobs. I believe.
3 tit surgeries.
3 tit surgeries.
Three.
So,
Wow.
so many.
Wow.
So many tit surgeries.
So
We had
many
some
tits.
issues. One of them ruptured, running to a Chargers game
Oh my
in the
God.
parking lot.
That's psychotic.
Truck mirror clipped my tit. fell
Okay.
backwards.
Okay.
That happens.
Yeah, so that happened.
It's going around.
And so anyway, I just felt something that was abnormal on my left breast.
Could you visibly see anything?
No, it's just something
Was
I
it a
could
pimple
feel.
or something?
No. It was like a small little, like almost like a tiny little lump
But you felt it.
thing that I felt.
Is it a new nipple trying to grow?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
It's like
I
this
didn't think
one's
about
fucked
that.
up. We're gonna give you a good one.
I didn't think about
you know?
that.
Like an iguana tail.
Let's grow back.
This one's
Let's
in.
grow back. You just
Honestly,
gotta give it
if
time.
that's the case, I'd be fucking pumped.
Oh,
I'd
you'd be
love a new nip.
excited
You
know
want
what's
3
crazy?
nipples?
They don't have any surgeries to fix it.
to pull
Isn't
your
that
nip
wild?
out. You asked?
Like with all the plastic surgery, of course I've asked.
Oh.
I've gone to a plastic surgeon.
oh, shut up.
Like,
Oh, I thought you were saying to add another nipple.
no, to take this one out and do a new one.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What a
I
shame.
guess. I
mean,
don't.
what do you think in all the medical advances?
you would think they
be able
could
to
because
fix it?
because for certain boob jobs they take them off and then put them back on.
yeah, so I'd have a new
What the
nip on.
fuck are we talking
Anyway,
Okay, so it's not a
Feel
nipple,
some-
it's a bump.
feel something abnormal.
about? Do you want me to feel it?
I don't. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I think that might be a little inappropriate. I think that's more for a,
No,
a
no,
doctor
no.
to
It'd
do.
be totally
a doctor
medical.
to do.
Oh, because
And
of
I would give
HIPAA
you-
laws? Because I think because of HIPAA laws is why she's concerned.
know.
Is
Okay.
that the problem?
No, I'm good, Eddie. Instead, I just made a call to my doctor and made an appointment. I'm one of those people. I think Thor's kind of like this, where it's kind of like, my doctor is actually the same doctor I've been seeing since I was 16, and she's never available, like ever, especially for like something I want kind of quick.
Yeah.
So I always am good with just seeing whoever. And
Well,
I'll
they're
just
like
pick
the
next
doctor's
available.
office is like, oh fuck, Griffiths again. She comes here over fucking everything.
Really?
Tit issue. Huh?
Another tit issue for Griffiths.
I have been in there for
Yeah.
a lot of tit issues.
okay.
You're probably right.
Damn.
Now, is this your primary or your gyno? Where are we going?
Oh,
For your-
primary. My primary and my gyno are the same person.
Oh, fun.
She's
okay.
an internal
Is that a
medicine.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
She just does it all.
No, it's this chick. She has a tent in her backyard. She does it all.
She also does my bangs.
Yeah, she-
So,
I don't go to a chicken tent to cut bangs. And
Checks me with a whisk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, whisk?
Weird.
it really
That
grabs the stuff in
Yeah,
there.
it's great.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I really like it.
She uses regular headphones and grabs this as the headphone, as the put her next to her. All right,
All right,
cough.
breathe deep. Yeah, okay.
Breathe
That's
for me.
not a stethoscope.
I mean, I go to a regular doctor's office. It's at Scripps.
We
I don't know
totally
what to tell
believe you.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
I mean, it's a regular person,
Oh, okay.
a doctor,
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
MD.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So anyway, I call in there last week and try to make the appointment, and then that's when they tell me, okay, this person's available. It's a female. Fine, good to go. Appointment was coming up yesterday. Now, the day before yesterday, I get a phone call, though, from the doctor's office saying that nurse practitioner I was going to see is sick.
Oh, no.
And so we need to reschedule all of her appointments for the next day. So then they said, we actually have somebody at the same exact time as you, that you had booked, but it's a male. It's a male nurse practitioner. Are you okay with that? I said, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Really?
Like, it doesn't bother me, especially for something like this. Like I said before, my the doctor that delivered Reed and throughout that whole process was a man. So it didn't bother me. I'm not uncomfortable with it. To me, a medical person is in a whole different category. I don't think of them as a male or a female. It's just a doctor, right? A medical professional.
They're just a body.
They're just a body.
Yeah, man.
I don't see gender.
That's right.
I don't see
That's
gender.
right.
Wow,
okay.
you're so
Yeah.
progressive.
Thank you very
That's
much,
great.
Sky.
so
Thank you.
nice.
Man, everybody's seen your boobs anyway, so you know
What?
what's the difference?
Kind of a great point. I'm not shy
Yeah,
about
who
that.
cares?
You guys
Who
know
gives
that.
a rip?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
It's just
Absolutely. Whip
boobs.
them out right now.
I
Wait,
would
Eddie.
if I could.
Okay.
Wait,
If I wouldn't get in trouble, I
if
probably
you
would.
could, why would you?
I don't want to see
really
that
care.
weird nipple anyway. So.
Oh, I could fix it though ahead of time.
Well, okay, let's talk.
Is this really happening?
I
right
guess
now?
so. I
Are we
don't know.
doing this right
She
now,
doesn't
guys?
guess
care.
so.
She doesn't
She
care.
Eddie
doesn't.
knows I don't care.
No.
So anyway, I say that's fine, dandy, cool. Go to my appointment yesterday. And I get taken back by the nurse ahead of time. You know, when they ask you all those annoying questions I think Thor was talking about, and it's
Every
you already
single
have it in
time,
front of
yes.
you. Just don't ask.
And I'm not allergic to any medicine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
God.
I've told you
know
20
my medication
1,000 times.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
If I was, you'd know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And that's when
Do you still need that antibiotic? That was from 3 years ago. I don't need that
No,
antibiotic
I don't.
anymore.
I don't
won't.
at
I
all.
won't.
I'm not still taking it.
I don't
No,
need a
I'm
Z
not.
pack
I don't have
anymore.
COVID anymore.
No.
totally.
3 years later, I don't have COVID.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm still good.
obviously, I'm
I'm
not
good.
taking that anymore. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Okay.
And so she asked me all those questions, but then the final question she asked me is, would you like a chaperone in the room?
Chaperone.
The way she put it.
Oh.
Would you
What
like-
a weird way to put that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's what they're technically
they're called chaperones.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. They're just like there to make sure no funny business goes on.
Can't have the funny business.
No,
What the fuck? Like what?
chaperone.
So
We're at
she
a doctor's office.
Yeah, but
Well-
like there's been cases,
Again,
of funny business.
This has to be to protect them.
Oh yeah, liability
to be.
100 zillion %.
Yes, I agree. But she asked me that question.
Oh, so you can like refuse, and then they'll say
Well-
like,
3-way.
Well, I
Wait
said,
a minute.
I don't think that's what she's asking. Eddie.
3 people in the room. Are there not?
But that's not
I
what's
don't think that's
happening.
what's going to
here.
happen.
Three-way?
No,
And if you saw
okay.
this lady, you would not want that.
Oh.
Your mind wouldn't go
What,
there.
was she the chaperone?
Well, so listen. So she asked me if I wanted a chaperone
Okay.
in the room during the exam, and I said no, thank you, I'm okay. I
Like
don't
you're a
need-
15-year-old
I don't need
going
it.
to a dance? I don't.
100%. I said no, thank you, I'm okay. And she said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, no, thank you, I'm good. I feel comfortable." And her and I had a really nice banter. And I said, "I kind of think that's an odd," because she was actually cool. And I said, "I kind of think that's odd that you guys, offer that because." I look at medical professionals in a whole different light. Like I feel like it.
You've just made me
I
so
know.
uncomfortable
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
odd.
weird.
Yeah.
Why say any of
You're
this?
calling out their
right,
policy.
but she
God.
feels the same way. So it was kind of like we were both
Okay.
saying that.
What a bond.
It turns out she said, "Well, you actually have to have one. It's a policy." here."
Whoa.
And
Then
then
why'd they ask?
that's what I said. So
Yeah.
this whole thing's fucking weird from the get go.
Well, because no one probably made the fucking weird request that Emily's ever said before.
Yeah.
They usually go, "Oh, okay, no problem."
Yeah, sure.
She asked me if I wanted one though.
Yeah.
She didn't say, "Is it
Yeah.
okay
No
with you?"
woman is like, no, I prefer to be alone with the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Show my titties.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't say, "Are you okay with somebody in there?" She said, "Would you like one?" And I
Yeah.
said, "It's not necessary. It's not necessary." So anyway, she tells me,
She
and
said,
then,
"Too bad."
And then I said, "Well, then why did you ask me?"
Yeah.
I said,
Oh.
"I'm confused."
And what'd she say?
I don't. It was a weird fucking conversation. She kind of brushed
Wait,
it off.
you said, "Why did you ask me?" I'm confused.
Emily's a
I
little.
said,
So now this doctor's like, "What a bitch."
It was the nurse checking me in. I said, well, I didn't say, "Why'd you ask me?" I said, "Oh," I said, "Well, what was it given the choice
yeah,
for?"
wow, what a
No, I was.
what a
I'm
change
not.
in demeanor.
I'm
man.
talking to you
Wow.
guys, so I'm hyped up. But when I talk to her,
You okay?
not really. So anyhow, I find out whatever
It's
that
just their policy.
it's just their policy.
So you have to have the chaperone.
So I had to have
God.
a chaperone.
So how many people are going to stare at your tits right now?
Seriously.
Well,
Like that's not cool.
they're all going to see that
It's like
nipple.
being an OB over.
Wow.
you don't need to slut shame me. And don't
Okay.
wink at me,
Oh, fuck.
okay? Don't wink at me, please. So she leaves the room, and then the doctor or the nurse practitioner guy comes in.
Okay.
And he's a little like awkward from the get go. Like he's talking to me first about my situation before he has me change. And he's just kind of weird from the get go. He's like stuttering a little bit. He seems very nervous, like very nervous around me. Like he seemed uncomfortable to be talking about breasts, which was fucking weird because he's a doctor, right? So that was uncomfortable from the beginning. So then he has
Wow.
me take off.
That's super weird.
It's
Like
really weird.
I can't even wrap my head around that. Like
Yeah.
my first thought is literally of those random news stories where some random dude walks into an office and pretends to be a doctor.
Sky, I don't think that happened.
Well, why is this
how
fucking
crazy
guy
you- how cra-
uncomfortable?
It was so
Maybe
weird.
he hooked up with Emily in the past and Emily doesn't remember him.
Oh,
You know, I mean, that could
local
very
guy,
well
work.
local
Just
guy,
slut-shaming.
Or worse.
Very well
local
happen.
guy.
Worse, his dad was a troll in OB, and Emily
beat
and her
his
friends
ass?
beat the shit out of him.
Oh,
so he
no.
comes in, he sees Emily, he's scared.
He's scared.
He's
Okay.
scared.
His
Okay.
dad was
There's
a
the
troll
legend.
at OB.
Yeah.
Troll beater.
okay.
I don't think
Legendary
I hooked
troll
up with him
beater.
before. In
Okay.
fact, he was way younger than me, to be honest.
Oh.
That stopped you. Okay, sorry, I don't know.
Can you?
My
We're
bad.
not slut-shaming
My
right now.
bad. My bad.
So maybe
My
new
bad.
guy maybe because you said he's younger.
He's younger. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
maybe
Maybe we've never seen a boob before.
Maybe this is you're his first patient.
I mean, how many years in medical school do you have to go to be a nurse practitioner? Like, what?
You get to see boobs all the time?
I think
I
those
mean,
are pictures and corpses.
I would assume he's given a breast exam before.
Listen, you got nice titties. You know, maybe he's just like pumped.
I do,
Oh.
but I mean, at this point, he doesn't know what my titties look like
Yeah,
because
but
I'm
you're
wearing a
sitting
sweatshirt.
there. I can make out what's going on. All right, I can't wait to see these bombs.
Really?
Is
Maybe-
that what you think he's thinking?
Yeah.
The bombs.
Yeah.
I hope that's not what he's thinking.
Or maybe he's like, oh god, man, I heard she's got a weird nipple.
Oh, he's
He
heard
heard
about it.
Kind of freaked
Where
out
would
to
he
see
He
see
doesn't
this
want to
weird
freak
nipple.
himself out.
Yeah.
So like he's at P1?
Well,
know.
will ruin
Could
tits
be.
for him the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
could.
Yeah, that'd be
Really?
sad.
It really could.
Really? I told you
All
guys
right.
I figured it out.
So you whipped him out?
So he leaves the room. I change into the paper top thing.
Oh.
You know,
Open
where
in the
it's-
front.
Open in the front. Thank
Open
you,
in the
Sky.
front.
Open in the
Okay.
front.
So you can.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
So you can whoop-paw, just like Sky said.
okay.
Yep.
And then in walks the doctor back to come give me my exam. And the person that's the chaperone
Tag team partner?
is the same nurse.
It's not a tag team partner.
Tag team.
No.
Is the same nurse that checked me
Aw.
in.
Oh, the
It's
one you were weird with?
the one I was weird with.
Now,
And that was
it's
weird.
extremely
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
this is odd.
So he said, so how do you want to do this when he comes over to me?
Excuse me?
I'm
That is
sitting
weird.
there.
That's
Do you want-
fucking
I'm
weird.
Would you like a drink first, man?
I'm sitting up at the edge of the table. And
How do you wanna
he's standing
do
to my
this?
left. She's standing to my right, directly in front of me.
Oh, God.
So not behind the curtain like Thor was saying. She's standing there.
She's
So
like
she wants
in
a
there.
peek at
she
this
wants
weird
a peek.
nipple.
Yeah.
She's standing in front of me where Sky is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm exposed.
Not yet, though, right? Because he said, "How are we doing this?"
Well, like those paper tops kind of hang and you could see everything anyway for the most
Hell
part.
yeah! You,
I was just
did
sitting
you keep it?
I didn't keep the paper top.
Lingerie drawer.
I did.
Oh, Emily likes everything free. I wouldn't put it back
Next
there.
to her
Give me the
Goodwill
paper
top.
breast exam top. Okay.
I'll get you a bag.
I wouldn't do that.
Griffey's, wear the paper top. Sorry.
So dumb.
Okay.
I was like,
So does he spit in his hands? Like,
Ew,
all right.
why
How
do
do
you
you? How are we
spit in
doing this?
he asked me how I want to do this, and
I don't even know what that
in
means.
his uncomfortable tone, and I go, what do you? I don't know what you mean by that. How do I want to do this?
You
You're
make
the
it so
fucking-
much worse. You make it so much worse.
What would your
I don't know
answer
what
be?
you mean.
You're
That
the
is a
medical-
weird
I don't know.
thing.
You're the medical
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be
professional.
like,
You tell
I'd
me.
be like, what? That's
Well,
what
first I
would
want
be-
to dance on a pole for you, and then
do this.
Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know how you fucking
At
do
least
it.
kiss me first.
Oh God.